let's pull this up. There we go. We are live. And yeah, it's you and me and me and me. So surprise, we're going live. It's what we do. Usually it's a little bit later. We are working on, we're retiring from this for a little bit. This goal is killing me, and I'd like to accomplish my original task that I had set out to do, and that was get my Assassin's Patch. In order to do so, I need to open 3 purple belt locks and gut them in under 15 minutes. So I have not really put much time into it since I initially set out to do it, and got my butt handed to me by the challenge. It is not the easiest challenge in the world. So, hey, what's up, guys? You're already in. Cool. Yeah, that says new ring in the work. We are doing another ring giveaway because the last one had. Let's turn this around. Get the old man on the camera. We had a good response to the last ring. I had a blast making it. You guys had a blast chiming in with it, and it was a good giveaway. That being said, I'm doing another one, and this time, instead of doing the community thing and building it as we go, just comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi, and if you win, we will build it custom however, well, within reason, however you want it. I can't take specifics necessarily. We're not setting diamonds and things like that. So, but within reason, we can build it to your specs. So that's what's going to happen. So feel free, type in hashtag Archibald Kenobi, and I will do a drawing, and I might let it go for a week and promote it a little bit over the week. Gotta have my magnifiers on. I cannot see today. It's crazy. There we go. That's what I want to see. Hashtag Archibald Kenobi. I don't know if you saw the ring after Nightmare got his. He did a great unboxing. It was beautiful, beautiful ring. Quite happy with it. Quite happy with it. Quite happy with the response to doing it. So I am going to do another one. Look at that. Looking good. Yeah. All right. I saw a little bit of a preview advertisement for the Ultimate Lock Picking Championship, which I am very happy to be part of. It is a brainchild of Labs and Texas Rebel. I just happen to be involved to a degree with it, so I'm excited to see how this works out. There's going to be a pick-off where you have to pick specific locks, head-to-head against your peers on YouTube. And, you know, the winner of that'll have bragging rights, but I'm actually discussing building a championship ring for that too. So we're going to do all sorts of rings here in the near future. But for the time being, please comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi to get in for possibility to win a custom ring to your specs, which will I probably gonna let that go for a week, just to just to get some heads involved in it. Although the last one had 40 or 50 people, which was way less than I thought it was going to be, considering there was an astronomically large amount of people that seen the giveaway. Only about 50 people got involved. So in order to win this, all you got to do is toss a hashtag Archibald Kenobi in the comments. You don't need to be subscribed, although I would appreciate it because I am trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. And you don't need the thumbs up, but I would appreciate the thumbs up too. Yeah, like I got a lens cleaner for my glasses, and for some reason I can't find the rag. So just excuse me for a moment so I can go grab that, or grab a rag so I can clean these because I can't see. I don't know where it went. I guess I am SOL. Be honest with you, I'm guessing my dog Freckle ate it. A little microfiber cloth, because Freckle likes to eat things that she's got no business eating. She ate one of my cheese grits and NyQuil patches. I had some patches that I was working on making, and she ate one. She didn't even chew it up. It just kind of came back out the way it went down. To say the least, it was interesting to see the return of the patch. So I am working on the multi-locks. I got 3 of them here. I am working on those for the Assassins Challenge. Funny thing is like I opened this lock in 11 seconds on camera, and now it's giving me a hard time. So I don't know. Cucumber locks, yeah, buddy. What's going on? I'm sure you guys are gonna get tired of hearing it, but I gotta. When I notice new people, I gotta re-announce we are doing another ring giveaway. This one will be a little bit different than the last one. You need to comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi in the comments to be entered. And if you win it, I will build it basically to your specs. You can pick your own colors. You can pick what color glow you want. I'll make sure it's sized to your size. The last one will just kind of fit whoever it fit. So this will be custom made for whoever wins it. And I'm not going to bother doing it all on camera and making it live, although I can record it if that's what you want. Some people like that kind of thing. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to give away another one of those killer glow rings. I guess it doesn't have to be a glow ring. It can be whatever you want it to be. And I can, within reason, put whatever you like in it. Made one out of potato chips once, which actually came out way better than you can imagine. I've made them out of weed. I've made them out of mushrooms. I've made them out of everything. Like I like putting the organic component in there because it just makes the ring unique. There we go. Hashtag Archibald Kenobi. Thanks. I am gonna promote this for about a week, and then we'll do the drawing. Sorry, I'm actually concentrating because I want to get this open, because for some reason it's giving me a hard time all of a sudden. And it shouldn't be, although it has been for the last month. And I can say that every time I pick it like this, giving me a hard time. But it shouldn't be, and that's why we are practicing it. Hey, Lenny, yeah, buddy. If you haven't heard the announcement, we are doing another ring giveaway. We're starting it tonight. Hashtag Archibald Kenobi. Get you entered to win it. If you do win it, it will be custom made to fit you and to your specs within reason, of what you want put in it. A lot of people had expressed that they really like the one that Nightmare got, and so I figured I'd do one more. I was actually gonna make a different ring tonight for someone else. I've got a couple of them on the bench that I need to make, and I decided to practice for the Assassin's patch instead. But I was gonna go live and build a ring and give the next one away. But we're gonna give the ring away anyways, whether I build it live or not. So, and I do got plenty of security pins if we want to go that route, or maybe we can get Elroy's Toys to donate a couple of squirrely pens for the cause. I know he has some pretty interesting looking hardware. Wow, this is frustrating. I should have warmed up before I started picking. So how is everybody tonight? Excuse me, I gotta hydrate. The old cheese grits is doing well. It looks like we got another storm moving in, which I don't watch TV, so I don't like watch the news and get the weather. I just kind of look out the window and go, oh yeah, looks like a problem out there. So I did see the plows fly by throwing salt. So that's never a good sign. There's something coming up here in the Northeast. I think the problem with me is my tension is too much. The reason why I'm having so many problems, I think I'm muscle thumbing the tension wrench, which is never good. And the more frustrated I get, the harder I muscle thumb it. Little dimple action tonight. Yeah, buddy. There's the proud owner of the previous ring. We're giving away another ring, Nightmare, just so you know. This one will be a little different. I'm not building it live, and we're not doing a community build on it. Whoever wins this one will get it made to their specs, whatever size they want, whatever colors they want. If they want me to crush up Doritos and stick those in there, we can do that. We can. It'll be a project between me and whoever wins it. So, that being said, you are entitled to enter for it. Get you a whole handful of the Mr. T collection, maybe. All you gotta do is comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi to win. You don't need to be a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber and you want to subscribe, absolutely appreciate it. All you got to do is comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi. So I'm practicing for Assassin Challenge is what I'm actually doing here. I got to get my ability to pick these much quicker. Because I have lost the knack for picking these locks, which that sucks. Well, thank you, Nightmare. Well, I don't know, Lenny. Depends if you win it. I myself, I am a sweet chili guy. I like the purple bag. Yeah, thanks for the unboxing, by the way, there, Nightmare. You did a great job unboxing it, and it looked really good. I appreciate the kudos. A lot of good response I got from that, so thank you. And I'm glad you like it. A lot of people have reached out to me about how to get one of them. I figured I would do one more. Make it a more private event for the person that wins it. And if they choose to unbox it on live, they can. If not, they don't have to. Wow, hand cramp. Yeah, buddy. There's no justice to how they look in person. Like you just can't. I actually was taking I had one of those little lenses that go on your camera, the macro lens, I believe it is. And I would get real close-up shots of them, and they look cool as hell, but it still does not capture. Probably because of the high resolution, it just, you don't see in high res. That's what people, like, we watch TV in high res, but it looks artificial because we don't see in high resolution. We see in what we see in. There's no like super crisp hard lines in the world. There's soft fades and things like that. But when you get into high resolution, everything is crisp and clear, and that's not how our eyes work. So like when TVs went to high resolution, I was like, I don't like this. Like you watch a program and it looks like a cheap soap opera because you can see how fake everything is and how I don't know. Am I on a tangent here that I don't need to be on? Like, I don't know. It's good for video games and cartoons. That's what I do know. Yeah, they already do. Like 4K, we don't see in 4K. Like, that's why everything looks weird when, like, you watch football and you can see each individual blade of grass from wherever the hell the camera is, but, like, in real life, you would not see any of that. So, I don't know why we've gone that way, but we have. All right, come on, what's happening here? Keep going into a partial full set, but then I lose where I'm at. There we go. There's my false set. And I am stuck. There we go. So if I could pick them like that, we would be in business. Yeah, if I could pick them like that, that was like something like 30 seconds, we would be in business. And I guarantee you, my problem is tension. Because as soon as I relax tension, like things just kind of fall into place. James Johnson, yeah, buddy. What are you talking about? Lock's open. What we are doing, Mr. James Johnson, is we are giving away a handmade ring, which similar, kind of like that, but made to your specs. I did one live a couple weeks ago, and Nightmare won it, and he did a wonderful unboxing of it. And I decided, because there was such a good response to the rings, I would give one more away and give other people a shot at winning them. So if you'd like to, all you got to do is comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi. And if you win, I will reach out and make a big spectacle of it and try to get in touch with you. And yeah, free, no shipping, no nothing. All you got to do, you don't even need to subscribe. If you do subscribe, I'd appreciate it. But all you got to do is comment hashtag Archibald Kenobi in the comments. You don't even need a thumbs up, but a thumbs up would also be nice. He says, I don't know what's happening, but I know you're not getting the lock open. Yeah, it was opened. This one's a brand spanking new one. And it's a little bit harder to pick the brand spanking new ones. Why? I don't know. I'm guessing because the tolerances are so tight. The pins haven't been worn down all that much. There's less slop. I don't necessarily believe in binding order, Grouchy, to be honest with you, because sure, like you go this pin, you go that pin, you go the, but if your tension changes, so does your binding order. I don't know. I believe there's a pin to start with, but I don't subscribe to the binding order thought. I did at one time. I don't anymore, because especially like this lock here, the one I just picked, when it goes into false set, the pin I need to pick varies. Sometimes it's the second pin, sometimes it's the third, sometimes it's the fourth. So yeah, I don't necessarily believe in the binding order. I think having a good idea how to pick the lock you're picking helps quite a bit. Because each lock behaves differently. We all know that. I got two of the exact same locks, and they totally different animals. Totally different animals. YTFP, yank that frickin' pick. What's going on, Chris? Welcome. Glad you're here. If you haven't read the description, make sure you get your hashtag Archibald Kenobi in. I had such a good positive response to the ring videos that I'm going to give one more away, and it'll be made custom to whoever wins it. I haven't even seen the details on the Eagle 100 yet. I got to take a look at that. everybody got into like doing these, you know, pick a lock with your toenail and a dog whisker, and yeah, that's not for me. I can't do those. Can't do those kind of challenges. I guess that's why they're challenges, but I don't have the patience to do it, things like that. So I haven't entered any of these giveaways in a while, but I got to take a look at Eagles because I'm sure he's put together something interesting. He's a hell of a lock picker, that's for sure. Come on. We are going to move on to the other variety of this type of lock here in a minute because I know this one gives me a hard time. I have opened it a couple times. And again, I'm pretty sure it's just excessive tension that's getting in my way. There's Rusty Spoon with the hashtag Archibald Kenobi. Is you have to open them under 45 seconds. What's the details? You have to open what in under 45 seconds? Exactly. Thanks, C Stu. Appreciate it. Make sure you get your hashtag Archibald Kenobis in because we are doing another ring build. I'm gonna promote it for a couple of videos. It'll always be the same hashtag to get entered into it. In which case, if you do win, it will be custom made to fit your specific size with the colors that you choose. And it will come out to you free of charge, no shipping, no nothing. With a killer cheese grits and NyQuil sticker. And probably some caramel creams, to be honest with you. Have to single pin pick a lock in 45 seconds. Belt of the lock determines number of entries. So if you do a white, you get one, I assume. If you do a yellow, you get two. If you single pin a green, you get three, etc., etc. Am I correct? Am I in the ballpark? I think a yellow belt or higher. Okay, I'll go and watch his video. That will be something I'm interested in doing. Yellow to black. 1 entry for yellow, 8 for black. Yeah. I can't even pick a black in an hour. I'm definitely not getting into it in 45 seconds. I can't even pick my purples or my browns right now. I know he owns something like 146 speed pick records, something like that. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, the guy's got some gnarly picks out there. I think picking a black belt lock in under 5 minutes is a feat. Like 45 seconds. Yeah, that guy is like on fire with the world record picks. Like, I wonder if we could get Guinness Book of World Records involved on the speed picks, like actually make it a thing. I know I've been involved with two or three world's largest Guinness Book of World Records foods events. I don't remember. One of them was like a seafood stew, world's largest seafood stew. One was world's largest fruit salad. I am part of that one for sure. We did 15,000 pounds of fruit salad. We filled a small, like above ground, I wouldn't even say it's small, like a full size above ground swimming pool. We filled it. Like it was crazy. And the guy from Guinness Book was there. And he would take measurements of the fruits and look at it, make sure that we were staying within like the guidelines of what a fruit salad is. Like you couldn't throw like whole fruits. They had to be a minimum of 2 cuts done to them. And like they had to be under 2 inches or under an inch and a half square, something like that. There was a lot to it. But we had a team of, I want to say it was a team of like 50 cooks cutting fruit for the fruit salad. And it was like a 4-hour event. It was crazy. We did it. I know the university I work at owns 7 Guinness Book World Record food events, like world's largest sushi roll, which the Board of Health made us discard it after it was recorded because it was a really warm day, and he got 25 people rolling this damn sushi roll. So they were like, "Yeah, you got your record, but ain't nobody eating this." It would be fun. Like we could probably come up with something and get that going and like literally like get it in the book. I would imagine like Eagle could probably pull off one of those. Picking locks at that rate of speed at the level he's picking, like that's crazy. Okay, I feel stuff popping and falling into place, but I'm not getting where I want to be. Yeah, largest group of lock pickers having a crawfish boil would be phenomenal. Seafood stew. Seafood do. I might have to go to one of those get-togethers down there. I'd like to meet everybody. All right. Stretch the hands. That's right, everybody. Hand health is a real thing. Stretch your fingers. Don't pick for too long or you end up like this. At least I end up like that. I'm like that anyway, all knurled and got the hands of a rancor. Grits has popped at 1 lock. He needs to pop 3 and gut them, but he has popped 1 lock. And I don't know. It's been a while since I've really worked on these locks. Like I picked one on the last live feed, but I always pick the same one just because it's a comfort pick. Although it's gotten harder in the last month and a half for me. I need to really learn my way around these locks again because I put them down for too long, and it's not like picking up a brass Brinks and picking it. It's a pin and pin dimple lock. It's a purple belt lock. It's not an easy pick. All the people that want to pop in and make some comment about how I haven't gotten it open, most of them aren't getting them open either, so I don't feel too bad about it. Although every lock I have on this table, aside from these two, I can open. Everything else has been open. Oh, there's one in the background I can't open either. I know Elroy's, your bylock. I asked about the back end of that. Let's show you what I'm talking about. Mr. Texas Rebel. Yeah, buddy. Welcome. Thanks for being here, my man. All right, let me find my bylocks because I've got a few of them. One of them was courtesy of Mr. Texas Rebel. Not that one. Not this one. Here it is. Elroy's, I saw you picking on one, and it looked like it turned like this much, right? But this lock, that's why I said, what's the back look like? This lock only turns that much. And I don't know what the deal is. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Maybe yours is, maybe this goes into a padlock, and then the actuator sits in here, and when you turn it, it triggers. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on there too. But maybe you got the same kind of situation going on that I have going on with this, where on the back it only turns that much anyways. Where when you look at it from the front, that's it. So maybe you got that kind of thing going on, brother. Just a thought. I mean, then again, maybe it goes all the way. I don't know what your lock looks like. Yours will turn 360. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I thought maybe you had it open, but I mean, those are not easy locks to pick. Period. I think unless they're master wafered, they're double blacks. I think all of them are double blacks as long as they have 12 pins. I think they're still blacks if they have 10 pins. I was talking about the Ultimate Lockpicking Championship a little bit earlier there, Texas Rebel. Giving people a little heads up that it's coming. You were looking at the great grandpappy of the Ultimate Lockpicking Championship. Brainchild between Labs and Texas Rebel there. I've had a little bit of interaction with it, but it looks like a really fun event. You will have to own specific locks to engage in it, so that they fall under the criteria. If to keep the playing field even. But it looks like it's going to be a fun event, is what it looks like to me. Did you get your package yet, Swampy? Speaking of which, Grouchy, did you get your package? Texas, did you get yours? There's a bunch of people in here waiting for package. The only one I think that got it is nightmare. Should be there tomorrow then. I forgot today is a Sunday. It all blends into one day for me. Yeah, man. You need to like slap that guy with a fire hose. Get my mail delivered in a timely fashion. All right. We are fumbling around. I'm getting clicks and pops. I'm feeling a little bit of movement in here. This should go. At least it should go to false set, which once they do, you know you're home free. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with it. Yeah, I listened to Lenny's interview today on literally like seconds after it came out. It is a great, excuse me, it is a great interview. Like I could hear that LP69 was having a good time doing it. Like he was into the interview, which always makes it even better. Jack Rabbit Locksport, hello, buddy. Rabbi Picker, how are you? All right, I got to do the announcement again. There's a bunch more of you jumping in. We're giving away another ring. This one is not being built as a community project. Whoever wins this ring will have an interaction with me off camera, and we will build it to your specs. So it'll be custom built. They're specifically for one individual. It won't be a win the one that I've made situation. So please put a hashtag Archibald Kenobi into the comments to get entered to win. I am going to talk about it on the Monday night feed. I might do a short to promote it as well. But we'll let this go for a week, and then I'll do the drawing. Try to give everybody a chance to get their entries in. I will accept comments on the actual posted videos as well. You don't have to necessarily be in the live feed. I know not everybody can make it. And it is open to international shipping. Just because you live halfway around the world from me doesn't mean you can't receive a box of awesome from Cheese Grits. Yeah, in chat now or in the comments afterwards. I'll take them all. They all qualify. Elroy's makes some gnarly pens. I would love some of your pens, buddy. If you just want to send me some pens, period. If the person that wins the ring doesn't want them in there, then I'll use them for something else. We'll make something else. Maybe I'll make... I would like to actually Oh, smokes. I would like to take a crack at building one of these turned handles out of opals and glow and do the whole thing into a pick. That's what I'd like to do. I'm not sure how I would do it, but I got some ideas. No, the Tuesday feed. Sorry, Rusty. I told you, everything's becoming one day. Like, my brain has turned into a potato. I was on vacation for 2 weeks, and, like, my head is like cabbage after being sick for a week and a half of it. Yeah, I can definitely do a pendant. Cool thing about the pendant is I could actually, like, put some, like, pick tips in there. That would be fun. Could fill it with security pins and things like that. I mean, there's a lot of options, but I definitely want to build one of these. I'm getting, I don't know, I've been on the wait list for a set of Burns flags for 6 months, and I haven't heard a peep. Although I see him giving away Burns flags and stuff, I haven't heard a peep about me being on his, like, I inquire, he's like, yep, you're on it. And then that's all I hear. So it's got me thinking I'd just build my own. But he does make some really nice flags. Rabbi, you don't need to wait till Tuesday. You put hashtag Archibald Kenobi in tonight's feed and you're entered. I'm just going to promo it again on Tuesday. Yeah, I want to give people a chance to get in it. So you can hashtag Archibald Kenobi as many times as you like, but it's only going to count as one entry. Keep the playing field even for everybody. Holy smokes, DeGard, why are you this tough today? It's been a while since I picked this one, but it wasn't this hard when I was picking it. Maybe I'll go the other way. Yeah, it's kind of like in school. If you spell it P-H-U-K, you don't get in trouble. In fact, you get bonus points when you spell it that way because the teacher's like, wow, you use phonetics. Yeah, depending on who wins it, there might be a t-shirt involved too. I got a few that I have to make just for my guys that moderate. They all have more than earned one. And there's a couple of other ones I'd like to do just to do. We were talking about, for some of you guys got in here, like the possibility of getting Guinness Book involved in some of these challenges. The Eagle 100 kind of prompted that thought because, like, that guy owns how many speed pick records now? If they could be officiated by the Guinness Book, holy smokes. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got to update it actually because I have another patch to put on it now, and I haven't updated the artwork yet. Hand health. I need to make one for Mini Grits too. He would like to have. He doesn't like. It's funny. Those of you that have the cheese grits T-shirt, like, you are a rare commodity right now. I got a few of them, but most of mine are like the test runs, the you know, the ones I had to ruin in order to get the ones made. Rusty, you ever wear your T-shirt? You're also a Rusty Spoon T-shirt owner too. Hope I got all your patches on there. I saw, I think it was Wild Billiam that got a metal sign from me on in his package. Like, sometimes I just randomly try something out and then just throw it in one of the packages that are going out. But he got Cheese Grits and NyQuil logo on a metal sign, and he framed it and put it up. And I saw it the other day. I said, "Oh, cool, thanks." Transparent eyeball photos. I love that. What's up, brother or sister? Is that right? I should probably not make assumptions. Eyeball. We're picking locks. There's kind of some craziness going on here. We're picking locks. Well, we're giving away a ring. I made a ring, inlaid ring, a couple weeks ago using lock parts and community feedback and all that, and gave it away. And the response was really good to it. So I've decided to do another one, which, in order to win it, in the description it says hashtag Archibald Kenobi. Type that in the comments to enter to win. The winner, I will contact them and chat with them a bit and build the ring to their specifications. So you'll get a custom made ring if you win it, and they are quite beautiful. If you look at some of my older videos from the last couple of weeks, you can see kind of progressional of the ring being built and then it being finished, and it does it no justice. Like, when you see the ring in person, you're like, wow, that's cool. He bought another Leahy painting. Good for you guys. Good for him. Like, he deserves it. Leahy is an incredible artist. Speaking of which, it's been a while. Haven't done this in a while. Maybe I can't do it? No, I can do it. Yeah, here we go. My dude, Mr. Stephen Leahy. Monday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern. We just kicked off a new year, so everybody's able to win a free painting from him. This guy's incredibly generous, has an incredible live feed, and yeah, get over there on Monday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern. make a 543 suggestion in his comments to be entered to win the following week. And those of you that have one know what I'm talking about. His paintings, like, they're unbelievable, but when you get them in your hands, it's even more mind-boggling that he's able to paint like that. Hey, honey. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I think this is the first time I've seen you in my feed. Hello. Honey, please type a hashtag Archibald Kenobi in the comments, and you entered to win. I'm building a custom ring for whoever wins it. We'll be doing the drawing in about a week, and whoever wins it, I will build a ring to their size and their specifications and get it out to them. So it'd be awesome to see you win one, actually. And thanks for being here. Yeah, Stephen Leahy's community is incredible. I was part of that for a couple of years before I was part of the Locksport community, because I am an airbrush artist, nowhere near the caliber of Mr. Leahy. But I try. I have fun. I might even have to do a painting and give that away too. Thanks. There it is, honey. You're entered. Those of you watching that haven't been to Mr. Stephen Leahy's live feed, do yourself a favor and get over there on Monday nights. It'll be the best 2 hours you spend on Monday. 100%. Even if you don't say anything and you just watch what he does and watch the interaction of the community, you will be in a better place when it's all said and done. All right, DeGard, I'm mad at you. This is getting ridiculous. These locks that I should be opening quite quickly are giving me a hard time. Yeah, so let's take a couple cracks at yellow belt. This is actually a green belt. 7240, 45 seconds, huh? I get 45 seconds. Can you rake it? Does it have to be single pin pick? What's the logistics to the Eagle 100, guys? Another one of those locks that at one time I could open it in under 4 seconds. And now it's starting giving me a hard time again. What could go wrong watching Steve? Absolutely nothing, to be honest. Although you might spend some money you didn't mean to. But is that a bad thing? I don't think so. I mean, at worst, you spend a little bit of money and you help out a starving artist. At best, you win a free painting and you spend a little money and help out a starving artist. Did I see which? Swamp, I think I missed something, bud. We're open. That's under 45 seconds. I don't know. Does this count? Do I have to gut it? I'm going to give a Steve. You're giving away a Steve? Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. I'm giving away a Steve too, but I got to get it first. It was going to be my 500 subscriber giveaway, but it's not going to be that now. Speaking of which, I'm trying to get to 1,000, everybody. If any of you are not subscribed and you wouldn't mind giving me a subscription, I desperately could use it towards my quest for 1,000. And at which point, whenever I receive the art, I have a lock that I have an amazing artist painting. And I have an idea of what he's going to put on it, but I haven't seen any sketches or anything yet. But the lock itself is a beautiful piece of brass donated by Pacific Lock Company. They were generous enough to agree to send me a free lock to give away. And we are open again. And in that lock is a FSIC core. Different than an SFIC, it's a FSIC. It acts the same, but this is a very, very tough lock. Where are we? It's a Schlage Primus Everest. I purchased this, and then with some help from Logic Wizard and Picksmith, I have rekeyed it with control keys so that the lock can be taken in and out of the body itself, and the core operates as a lock. So it is a fully operational hardcore lock that will be a absolute bonkers piece of art. Excellent for the collection. I am kind of wishing I was able to keep it, but I am not, because I told Packlock I was giving it away. And Mr. Leahy told me he wanted to do such a nice paint job on it, I wouldn't give it away. But unfortunately, because of my obligations with the lock, I have to. But that's just bonus for you guys. G. Keyman, hello. What's up, my man? Good to see you, buddy. I'll wait a few more minutes and then I will re-announce the new ring. But in the meantime, everybody, please hashtag Archibald Kenobi to get entered to win the new ring giveaway. Pacific Lockjaw. Yeah. No, Pack Lock. I have a beautiful... You don't see much brass come from Packlock, but Packlock's brass is breathtaking. And they were, I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm going to reach out to them. There's another one under 45. I'm going to I reached out to them and asked if they would participate in this, and they were all about it. They said, yeah, like, this is what we're about. Those of you that aren't familiar with Packlock, Packlock makes some pretty intense padlocks. This one in particular is what they call the 200K Club lock. If you pick this and get it on camera and then you got to take it apart and show what's inside, they send you a patch. You become a member of the official Packlock 200K Club because there's 200,000 possible key combinations that can happen in here. There's 7 pins. They are security pins. And this is a really fun pick. I guess depending on whatever your key looks like, they can be harder than other locks, or not as hard. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes with locks in general, depending on how your key is. What'd you pick for 6 seconds? Honey, yeah, how picking works. Inside of... Do I have a core? Let me see if I have a core here that I can show you how this actually works. I wish I had a demonstration lock. A cutaway if you wish, but I do not. Inside of your lock here are, you can see little pins that hang down here. That's what interacts with your key. And your key, let's get this in focus. Your key raises those pins up so that where the pins on top and the pins on the bottom meet are right here at this shear line. And once they are all in line with that shear line, the lock will rotate open. I'm too close for that. That's the principle behind it. Of course, inside of these locks, some of them have different shaped pins. I do have a lock I can show this with. Where are you? Oh, I don't. I do. Because it hasn't gone out yet. Let's take this apart. I haven't taken it apart since I put it together. All right. Nope. One more smaller. All right. There we go. That's the side I want. So we're only going to take out part of these because there's so many different pins in here and springs. So you got a spring and you got a pin. And you have a key pin. And the key pin interacts with the pin on the top, and the spring pushes down on the pin on the top, etc., etc. So once all of these pins push these bottom pins push these top pins into place, it rotates. This particular challenge lock has 4 intervals all the way, going all the way around that progressively get more difficult. The starting one, I think, has 3 normal pins, which is what these are normal pins. And then it's got 2 challenge pins in there, which are handmade and cut to have different shapes and serrations and all sorts of stuff to make it more difficult to pick. So that's how lock picking works. And what you do is you put a little bit of tension on the core, which is what we use these for. A little bit of tension to get the core. It makes those pins kind of stick. And you feel for which one's sticking, and then you push that one up till it's no longer sticking, and you move down the lock accordingly. Can say it till you're blue in the face, but really the only way to do it is to just pick up a lock and start picking away at it. But they, it without a doubt is the best fidget spinner you will ever come across. Nothing else challenges you. Nothing else will frustrate you quite as much as picking locks. And it's also extremely rewarding when you get them open, because you're like, look at what I did. I shouldn't have been able to do this. I'm not putting that lock on my stuff. I am going to put a different lock on my stuff, because if I can open it, somebody else can open it too. But like this is a good lock. It's an Avis 7240. It's one of those kind of stepping stone locks once you start picking stuff like this, because there's 5, it's 6 pins, five of them are spools. 5 of them are security spools. So once you start picking stuff like this, you start moving into locks that are a little bit more difficult. Not your standard locks that you lock up the china with. Like, I would put this lock on my stuff and not worry about it. I know sometimes I can pick these particular locks relatively quickly, but I also know how long it took me to open one the first time. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to have to do at least that lock. It's a green belt lock, so that would give me what? 3 entries? Yellow, orange, green. Yeah, it would give me 3 entries. Maybe I have to clip this one out and do it. Maybe I'll have to make a whole nother video. I stopped doing the edited videos. I enjoy doing the lives. I don't really have the time to do the edited videos so much. But they are fun. Some of you guys like put out some really, really cool videos. Great editing. I love the intros that some of you guys are doing. Elroy's. I have nothing but respect for Elroy's, but I'll tell you what, is those locks. Those locks are stupid. That's all I can say, man. I did pass on challenge lock 2. I took a big L, big loser on that lock. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of them that have beat me recently. Challenge lock 2 from Elroy's Toys is one of them. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I mean, I know that's my comfort lock, but it's good to pick it. We got a best SFIC. This I've never gotten past. I've never gotten it into control. I can only pick it to operation, and I can't necessarily single pin pick it either. I can rake it. Yeah, I can rake it to open, but I can't seem to get it to control. This is, I remember first time I picked one of these, it was actually this particular lock, and I just was kind of whittling away at it, and it opened, and I was like, are you kidding me? I had no idea what a best was. I just was picking locks. Like, these SFICs, small format, interchangeable core, locks they're no joke. There's a lot going on in them. And in order to get like ranked on picking one of these, you have to pick it to control, which this whole part of the lock slides out, like the lock I was showing before. This operates in the same thing. There's a little thing here that holds the core in the lock, and you can have 2 keys. One changes the lock. And when you turn it, yeah, it's a control key. When you turn it, Now it doesn't want to play. There we go. That, you see that little dimple? That pulls in and it allows the core to slide out. That's what I'm trying to pick this to. And then the other key actually operates the lock so that the mechanism actually turns and the lock opens. Same situation in here. Just this is Schlag's version of an SFIC. It's called a FSIC, full size interchangeable core. This lock is notably more difficult than this one because there's much more going on in these locks. But I can't get this one, so. Yeah, that's part of the reason that they say don't pick locks that are in use. If it is a lock that is in use, you inherently are going to do some destructive work. You're sticking metal in metal, and that always causes marring and scarring internally. Aside from it, you know, if it's not your lock and it's in use and you're picking it, that's highly illegal. Aside from that, yeah, you mar up the inside pretty good. Like if they were to take a forensic look at whether the lock had been tampered with, they'd be able to tell you were picking it. Little microscopic scratches everywhere. There's a lot of brass inside these, and brass is inherently soft. USPS. They suck right now, huh? All sorts of people not getting their stuff. Let's see if we can go to single pin on this guy. We got to get Honey picking locks. Pretty sure Honey probably has actually access to some really nice locks. If she was to ask for them, they would probably give her some nice locks. That's what. See if you can get me a lock, Honey. I'm sure you got some special ones kicking around work. I've known Honey for a while, so I don't want to expose who she may or may not be. That's up to her. And are we not going to get an open? I don't think we're going to get an open. Hey, it's par for the course for Jay's grads. Failing on international TV. Those of you that are watching, if any of you are new, we are doing a ring giveaway. I build rings. I do all sorts of stuff on this channel. But there's a custom ring giveaway happening right now. All you got to do is type hashtag Archibald Kenobi. It's in the description. Type that into the comments and you are automatically entered to win. You don't need to be subscribed. I would appreciate it if you are, but you don't need to be. I would like to get this to control though so that I could replace the, it's a cool lock. I'd like to replace the core with an operational set of keys. I love Elroy. Elroy gives us fun stuff to do. His locks, on the other hand, ooh. I gotta say though, you did take challenge locks by the horn, and I want to say I was kind of part of that with my first giveaway where I challenged people to do the challenge locks, and then you exploded shortly after that. So I feel like was part of your transition into challenge lock mayhem. Raking Raccoon, yeah, buddy, good to see you. Did I send that to you, Swamp? Did you get challenge lock too? Was that you I sent it to? You're gonna find it interesting. You're gonna find it 2 inches into your drywall is where you're gonna find it. There ain't nothing interesting about that lock. It is pure hell. Anger and frustration. Yeah, I know, Delbert. I know, buddy. No, I wouldn't say I'm Dr. Frank. I would call Elroy Dr. Frankenstein, though. For sure. All right. We're going to give up on this lock here shortly. Give it another raking and see if I can get in there. Dr. Cheese Grits von Frankenstein. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I have to get pictures of Archibald Kenobi wearing a candy striper outfit. Yeah, we're not getting into this right now. Which is weird because I pick it on a regular, actually. Come on. It's funny, everybody says, rake the best. Well, raking the best does work. Just not right now. Speaking of bests, what I do want to put a little bit of time into on this feed, since I did practice for the assassin, I got to really like sit down for hours and practice on that assassin patch because these guys are damn near impossible for me to open anymore. But I have a challenge lock remaining that I have not opened yet. And I would like to, I think I sent it out. Maybe I did. No, I still have it. Called Homegrown Tomfuckery, and it is by Stormcrow. And it was sent to me by Nick Fit. Pretty sure that's who sent it to me. I mean, a couple big names have already picked this lock, but I am not one of those names. So let's give it a crack and see if we can. Got the operating key. And we've got control key. So that's how that works. The control key pulls the core out. It only turns a little bit. And if you look, the control key and the operating key are very close to the same. There's usually very minor differences between the two. But that's how you get away with having two keys. One takes the core out, and one actually turns the core. I think that these keys were, yeah. So let's see if we can pick this. Yeah, it's someday I'll get them done. Hopefully the assassin's still going when I get them done. I haven't been putting nearly the amount of effort into picking as what I was during the summer. I've been busy and sick and busy and then sick. So, but we will get back at her more and more. Should get out the Jimmy Longs is what I should be doing. Put this half diamond away. Take a crack at it with the Petersons. Oh, Mr. McKay. How are you? Yeah, it's a 3 printed stand from 44 Delta with a small rig clamp on it. They use these for holding cameras and such, but it works really well for holding the locks. Thanks for being here. Scott McKay. Also, for those of you on my feed that go and check out Steve Leahy, Airbrush Down and Dirty Tricks is also a powerhouse airbrush artist, more on the custom paint, automotive side of it all. Unbelievable artist. Check him out. Thursday nights, sometimes Friday nights. He does multi-hour live feeds, and generally there's an auction that goes on for his artwork. Speaking of which, I gotta embarrass you a little bit there, Mr. McKay. I just happen to own a couple pieces of Airbrush Down and Dirty Tricks' art. This is one of them. I got this a few years ago. Trying to get you in camera. This is the kind of work that is done there, as well as, yeah, phenomenal artist. Hands down, one of my favorite. So if you guys are looking for more art to fill your lives, go check out Airbrush Down and Dirty Tricks. Excellent live feed, excellent, just excellent in general. There we go. Good. Yeah, give him a sub. I've actually, he sells vector work as well on his website so that you can duplicate some of his art. I did a very, very scaled down version of one of his Black Widows. And that piece of art actually ended up getting shipped over to England, or no, Germany. I think Germany is where I ended up having to send that in an art exchange, which I wish I would have kept it, but that's just a reason to paint it again. There we go. Fantastic. Thank you, G. Keeman. Yeah, Scott, my community of lockpickers here are absolutely generous and the most wonderful group of lockpickers you could imagine. And they're art buffs, too. Where did my tension wrench go? There we go. So yeah, Thursday nights is generally when the live feed for Scott McKay is, Airbrush Down and Dirty Tricks, but sometimes it It goes live on Fridays, depending on what's happening in life. But nonetheless, every episode is killer, packed full of information that, like, if you're learning how to do this or you're interested in how it's done, like, that's the live feed you want to be on. You will learn so much. Oh yeah, you're doing you're doing the you're doing a presentation in Germany, aren't you? That's right. They have an Airbrush getaway or something like that going on over there. That you are you're doing a seminar for. If I remember correctly, you can go ahead and give it a plug. Feel free to type it in. Yeah, I actually bent that Peterson's hook. Sorry, Petersons, I bent your hook. I have to use this for learning how to pick shackles. That's it. Airbrush Step-by-Step magazine. That's right. So yeah, everybody, you got an international artiste in amongst you right now. Come on, Best. I hope you open here. It's funny that Stormcrow has opted to take one of these locks and make it into a challenge lock because they are challenging on their own. You don't need to alter them to make them challenging. And this has been altered in some way. If I do get it open, I'm not taking it apart because I don't want to be responsible for trying to find the pieces I lose. And are we going to get it? No, we are not. I feel like there's a pin in here on the side. Maybe that's just warding. Yeah, we'll get it at some point. We'll get them all at some point. Some of these are a little past my skill level, and it's one of those skills, like, if you don't use it for a little while, it atrophies quite quickly. So, like, when I was sick and I came back to picking, it was not the same animal as before I got sick. Because I was tearing through locks left and right, and then the downtime kind of takes its toll, and it's hard to get your muscle memory going again. And yeah, we're going to stop with Stormcrow. I'll work on that one again at another point. I feel like, yeah, I'm going to promo the ring one more time. please type hashtag Archibald Kenobi, ring that I made. This one's mine. Nightmare has received his, which I made on live feed a couple Sundays ago. But if you type in hashtag Archibald Kenobi, you will be entered to win for one of my custom rings that I make. That will be happening in about a week. So there'll be a couple more videos before it happens. Doesn't matter when you do it. Hashtag Archibald Kenobi enters you to win it. You got to be entered to win. You got to comment to win. You don't have to be subscribed, but it would be nice. We're going to pick the 7240 one more time, and then I am going to call it for the evening. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I think I am going to use this lock for the Eagle 100 challenge. Pick in under 45 seconds. Let's see if we can do it one more time. Go. And we are open. Kooky. So that'll do it for me for the evening. I appreciate y'all being here. Really nice to see you, Scott. Really nice to see you. I do want to get in on some vector classes if you want to do them. Everybody, again, check him out. Airbrush Down and Dirty Tricks. Thursday nights. Sometimes Friday nights. Thank you very much. Rabbi, get your hashtag in there so that you can be entered to win. International shipping does not stop us from letting everybody participate. So, yeah, buddy. Love y'all. Thanks for being here.